Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for yet another episode of Yes, irae. So, we are going to continue the story, and yeah, last time we got separated. Ren from Mari, it seems, and they're going to fight their own battles, so I wonder how Ren will do against Bei in specific. In general, both of them, but I'm more excited probably about Bei versus Ren, because that sounds like it would be more simple. And like interesting to see what kind of shenanigans Ren would do. But because Mari can like put up some bullshit like 4th-degree for like whatever reasons probably and just beat Schreiber or something, like, you know, cool magic stuff. But who knows? Anyway, let's just continue and let's see. Wilhelm saw the two disappear into the deeps of the corridor. Yeah, you're always not getting anything you want. Not that it made any less irritating. Wilhelm calmed himself with a deep breath and raised his face. Okay. He made a sinister smile, and in a low voice declared that he would not let anyone interrupt him again. That was the one he would never give up on. He turned around and disappeared into darkness, seemingly having lost all interest in the battle about to unfold within the walls of the castle. Never mind then, we are not going to have Bei versus Ren. Well, fuck me. God damn it, all the excitement. Who was he addressing? The one certainly about him were his starved eyes, burning crimson like a pair of roses. As the violent storm blew Alfheim apart, calm and deliberate steps, in polar contrast to the raging winds, crept through the castle. It was not like they had a particular goal. They were neither trying to hide nor lazing away from an exercise. Creeping was, indeed, the highest speed they could master. Huh? They were... Who? Why we have multiple people now? Where? Okay, what kind of perspective are we in now? As such, their master must have been an insect. It had no wings or feathers, and out of its limbs, only the right arm and the left leg remained. What? Pitiful, miserable, puny. I'm confused. It was rare for such an abject creature to exist in the gorgeous castle of the gold. Its very existence soiled its surroundings, yet the thing laughed. Okay, that was very little of the laugh. Who is this? I don't recognize the voice, to be honest. It was not a laugh born of madness. The creature no longer possessed the faculties to go insane. It left half of its body parts lying on the bloody trail behind it. Half of its body parts. Someone separated from body. Trifa? Reinhardt? Is Trifa alive? But then why did it laugh? Yeah, that's Trifa. Yeah, okay. So Trifa's alive. Not for long it seems, but... It was so painful. Yeah, he's dying. His tongue trembled. At peace? He was so desperate to keep on living. Yeah, and that. He had been filled with delight. The pitiful insect crawling on the floor was once known as Valerian Trifa. Despite suffering a mortal wound, he slipped past the eyes of the raging beast as it lost its mind and somehow managed to escape alive. It was not that hard. Schreiber only reacted to life in his present state, and so the moribund Trifa barely registered to his senses. In short, all went according to plan. In a way, one would call it success. Schreiber only reacted to life. As Mari counted as life? But what kind of mind welcomed pain and dismemberment that is severe? What kind of goal did he suffer all that for? Oh, I was afraid I didn't start recording, okay. Yet Trifa smile endured as he slowly crawled onwards. His lips were neither twisted in self-scorn, nor did he choke on blood with regret in his heart.
ありませんね、リザ。それにマレウスも。結局、私はこういう男だ。
Damn.
いくら肝が据わったところで、少年はあまり変わっていない。まあ、すぐに参りますから。小言ならばその時に。今は。目的を果たさねばなりません。
I have no idea who's my favorite character in this era at this point. I literally have no idea. Before him, like the giant gates leading... Oh shit, wait! Oh! Wait, hold on a second. He's going to get a wish from Reinhardt because he's going to appear in the throne room before him? Oh crap! Wait, that's unexpected. Before him lay the giant gates leading to the throne room. The priest used to listen to Rusauka precisely to reach this place. What the f... Okay, what he's going to do? He have one wish, right? 5 minutes of planning. No one could have broken the battalion of the three alone. Not to mention one of them constituted the priest's natural enemy. As such, realizing that the task was impossible on his own, he sacrificed the other two pieces on the chessboard. He pitted Rusauka against Machina, the most problematic of them all. He used Lisa's and Leonor conflict to seamlessly discard the divine vessel and waste Schreiber himself. 5 minutes of planning instead of 60 years. God fucking damn it. It's better than his whole life plan. There he planned either to destroy or at least besmirch Albedo. I don't know what that word really means, but besmirch. But I guess you know, handicap, just damage him, stuff like this. Make him disabled. And now was the moment of truth, where he reaches his ultimate goal. Okay. The path to the throne room opened in response in his Horus voice. His wish, his desire, all would be fulfilled. So is he going to use Reinhardt's promise for his own gain, or he's going to do something for everyone else? I mean, he don't need to use this wish for himself. He kinda redeemed himself. I mean, not redeemed, he understood what he did and he accepted everything. So he don't necessarily need to crave for revival of the children. He can just go, just go, you know. The lowliest, most wretched creature crawling upon this earth would now face the apotheosis of mankind, the ultimate gold. Yeah, not really the divine vessel anymore. I'm better than Valerian Trifa. Reinhardt addressed Trifa, who had sacrificed everything to brave the three halls and reached his throne in the most soothing of tones. He had been in the center of this universe. He, the primate and the omnipotent, prized the struggle of the insect at his feet with all the loving affection of the monarch. I don't know if omnipotent you don't know about Mercurius yet.
実際少なからず驚嘆したよ。K が私から離れられるとは正直思ってもみなかった。
For knowledge didn't work this time.
おかげで楽しめたと言うべきだろうな。トーが何が K をそうさせた？
さて。
But if a life was about to leave his mangled body, that he held out to this long was a miracle in itself. It would not have been surprising in the least if he dropped dead the very next second. Yet he showed no signs of actually being in a hurry. In fact, he seems to be enjoying the conversation, as his bloodless cheeks contorted in a faint, mangled smile.
おっしゃる意味がわかりませんね。ハイドリ卑怯。真が道家であることは、あなたにとって不都合でしょうか。
You have a jester among your vassals.
私が変わったということが問題になると、あなたはおっしゃるのでしょうか。
問題があるなどとは言っておるまい。
Reinhardt answered with a smile. He of course knew everything. This conversation had been a repeat of one he had in ages past. To think he would obey for knowledge such minute details. Okay. So for knowledge still works. That was Triff answer. Deliberately beating Reinhardt Heydrich against foreknowledge meant nothing but rebellion.
何がそうさせたなどと、それこそ愚問というものでしょう。
Okay. Well, wait, doesn't that mean that Reinhardt already know what Triff is going to ask him for?
一つしかありえない。
He already knows, probably, right?
他ならぬテレジアが我が聖堂を歪め始めた。彼女に自覚はなかったでしょうが、
An internal split with the Obsidian Round Table, sowing the seeds of the conflict among them, could potentially snare the particular individual. He was not guided by logic. When asked what he based his conclusion on, he would not have been able to answer, but something made him suspect it to be true, dangerously so.
ヨハンは生きている。
Oh. Wait, hold on a second. We never saw anyone... Wait. That's a new info, right? That was never suggested before that Johann himself is alive. Like, Kasumi is like descendant from Johann's, like, bloodline, but... Right? Yeah. And that was why he let the bomb drop. Would it turn out to be so? Or not? If his only intention was to test his master, he showed too many cards doing so, then why?
私はね、ハイドリ卑怯。ずっとわからなかったのですよ。テレジアを愛している。何よりも大事に思う。この気持ちが誰のものかわからず、見えず、迷い続けた。今回、彼女の無謀な真似も、もしやイザークの意志なのでは。
Because of the son and kind, yeah.
疑いましたよ。だってそうでしょう。彼はヨハンに逃げられている。故に捕まえようとしているのではと。そして仮にそうならば、私の愛は誰に向いているのだろう。どこから生まれているのだろう。考えて、考えて、考え続けても答えは出ない。
Thus, he had no choice but to verify it. He had to make a bet and observe the results, to see what they would make him feel and how they would change him. Or to see if they changed him at all.
結果は今日。私の目論みは他ならぬテレジアにより崩されて、この身は生産灰と本来なら絶望してしかるべき事態でしょうが、 なぜなら今もこの時も私はテレジアを愛していると分かったからだ。
Irae can hear this, right? Because she's like assimilated to the castle right now. She's alive, but she's like within the castle. So she can hear all this, probably. Which was why he instigated the loyal rebellion and paved the way to this outcome. 1 foot in grave. Trifa sank in triumphant jubilance. Reinhardt regarded the priest from above and gently parted his lips.
黄金の大公クリストフ・ローエン・グリーン。奇跡を得るためその座に固執し60年間すがり続けた聖さんこそKの業だ。なぜなら私の愛は破壊の女王。
Yeah, pretty much.
ええ、私がそれを求める限りこの手は何も救えない。副首領閣下は正しかったというわけですね。私が逃げ続けている限りそこには
See, he understands.
屍が積み上がっていく。ならば前に向かうと悟ったまでです。我が手を引いて
Okay.
最後の愛し子を
So he's not going to use this wish for his own gain, for his past craving, because he's ready to move forward.
私は今ここにいるのです。はい。
素晴らしい。
His prize came from the heart. Reinhardt was truly impressed by the priest.
カールの呪いよりの脱却見事だ。未だ達せぬものとして先人に敬意を払おう。その身は光り輝いて見えるぞ。Kは今真実の白鳥となったのだ。
光栄ですが気が早いですよ。
Okay. It was still unsettled whenever his choice had broken through his creed.
テレジアが愛し子たちが救われなければ意味などない。形だけを見るならば私は彼らを追い詰めただけなのだ。
Also, wouldn't like the most obvious choice of wish for like just keep moving forward basically thing would be just like die? Basically? Can you just like ask him that? Then like Reinhardt is no more and like everyone wins. I mean there's still Mercurius, but they don't know about that. Indeed, everything had fallen into place in the most convenient manner for Reinhardt. That was all part of Triva's plan. It would also mean that the priest invited the guillotine to fall on his own neck.
それに正直後ろ暗いこともある。私は私の都合のみでテレジアに重い罪悪感を与えてしまった。リザを道連れに巻き込んだ。この所業は横島なる聖者のものに他ならない。故に。
ああ、分かっている。たがえる気はない。約束したであろう。
Okay. Whoever reached his throne would have their wish granted. He would promise to hear all of their desires, even if it means his own destruction. If Tripa wished to be liberated for the liberation of both Freya and the children, he could not refuse. Yeah, okay. Also, actually, if we... Huh. Yeah, if we not kill him... We can always, like, take Rhea out of situation somehow, right? That would, like, make it, like, impossible for him to come back.
城の方でな。私が当家と定めたものを受け取れば英雄の願いを断れん。さあ、欲しい奇跡。
Name your golden miracle. I love it.
では
Trifa made a slight pause before parting his lips. In just a few moments, a tremendous bargain would be struck, one that could usher in the collapse of the Devil Castle. The fate of the whole world depended upon Trifa's choice. What miracle would Trifa, former weak saint and the breaker of the shackles, desire from the Lord of the Dead?
一度でよい。 イザークとお話になられてください。
Okay, that came out of nowhere. Okay. What?
Nani?
An unexpected, meaningless request. Even Reinhardt had to follow his bros. The wish had been completely incomprehensible.
どういう意味だ？
言葉通りそのままに。あなたは彼の出生をどう捉えておられるか。
どうとはなんだ？
How it's going to turn out? Reinhardt asked another question. The situation had now transcended the unusual and entered the realm of the outright abnormal.
眼中にないのでしょう。あなたにとって己以外は等しく破壊の愛を与える対象
And
でしょう。
Isaac doesn't really have any kind of emotions, so how are we going about what are we going to talk about? Remember how Heydrich lost because he ignored Isaac? Yeah?
誰が
Wait, so he's going to win?
どこより生じどこへ向かうかなどご興味ない。故に考えたこともないのでしょう。私が先ほど申したことも聞き流しておられるのでしょう。
Failing to comprehend the origins and target of his love drove the priest insane. Despite spelling it out to Reinhardt, not a single word reached the Golden's heart. For the gold possessed no such thoughts at all, just like Isaac. They are both the same. His soul transcended mankind, and was capable of engulfing the whole world in a monarch's equal love. His creed had been so indiscriminate that his very being refused to comprehend the notion of having someone special.
それをあなたに深く考えていただきたい。破壊の愛は真に全てを照らし
This is interesting. So basically, Trifa asked if like his love of destruction also applies to Isaac. Do you want to destroy Isaac as well? Huh.
私が望むのはそれのみです。親に見
Hear
た
the cries of another abandoned child. Holy shit, Trifa is so fucking good.
二度と見たくないのだ。
Holy crap. The flames of life burned fainter in Trifa's body. With every passing moment, the relief of having fulfilled his goal finally robbing them of the former vigor that miraculously kept the priest alive for this long.
些細な見落としがあるのですよ。昔、この私が生産灰を試験的に賜った際、暗殺されたとして墓まで用意されていた玉体が、ほぼ完全な無防備になっていた一瞬の空撃。
Oh, now we have the explanation of the assassination in the 45. Staged to be assassinated and the body was the experiment for Trifa to possess. Huh. Was vulnerable for just one moment. Okay. Well, was it vulnerable to the damage? You could destroy the body at some point? June of 42.
常より5倍は成長の早いイザークは、その8月に産声を上げる。
Okay, so Reinhardt died and Isaac got born at the same time, it seems?
そして彼の母親は言うまでもなくリザ・ブレンナー。さあ、見えてくるものがあるでしょう。それと同じなのですよ。
The same date. Okay, yeah, but what does matter? I'm confused a bit. Reinhardt remained silent, discerning what could have been going on in his mind, or even in the story itself. Was true, was impossible. One thing remained certain, however, that the priest wore an expression of triumph as he finally slipped into the other world. So did Tripa just told him that, yeah, Isaac is actually your kid? Because Reinhardt didn't know?
あなたは兄弟すぎて見落としていることがある。イザークしかり。
And what?
どうかぜひとも我が願いを聞き届けていただきたい。それさえ叶えば私は本望テレジアの我が愛し子の勇気に準じたい。彼女が思い描いた理想の形に私が最後のピースをはめたのだとリザに自慢ができたなら。
He had a final gasp. One landed with triumph and joy.
褒めてください。私は最後の最後、今この時だけは逃げずに生を全うしたのだ。
Valerian Trifa crumbled to dust, his remains despairing in the air. So Trifa, the soul did not got into castle, right? Or did it? I'm still not entirely sure how the sucking the souls into the castle works. I guess like Trifa should be in the castle now, within walls. It did. I think, as well. Since well upon the lonesome throne room, Reinhardt stood up, walked to the place where the priest had perished, and kneeled down on a knee. Holy shit, Reinhardt is kneeling? He ran his fingers along the ground that by now had nothing but traces of dust remaining on it. Even the blood was moments away from vanishing. They were inside Glassman Vetfall, the fifth universe of gold. It was the pantheon of those who died in battle, a hell of infinite resurrections. As such, it would not have been impossible to revive Tripa here and now in order to make him finish his line. None who came back to life here as Einherjar could define Reinhardt. Great!
K の工場、興味深い。これより無限の彼方まで私を楽しませると約束しろ。
Reinhardt have serious face. Huh.
であるならば、一時の眠りを許してやろう。契約外だが、これも褒美の一種と思う。
Okay.
ああ、心配するな。願いは叶えて使わそう。
Okay, there's Machina and Samuel. The somber night and the crimson nightness manifested behind Reinhardt as he raised his face. Both of them ended their respective missions, eradicated Krysauka and Lisa, and returned to their master's side. Reinhardt did not turn back as he gave his battalion commanders the extension of his own limbs a new order.
最後の客をもてなそう。加減はいらん。本気でやれ。
Okay. Well, Ren is kinda broken now. Even Bei was not interested in him. So, how are we going to do this?
ああ、今は無性にそんな気分だ。私を楽しませるがいい。
Yabu, my head.
The whirlwind had been drawn close. Law. What the fuck law means? It was at the very doorstep.
これが DS 入れの前哨戦だ。さあ、存分に乱れようか。
It was ice hell today. A battle cry shook the walls of the castle and the gates into the throne room shattered to pieces with a deafening explosion. The guests had arrived. Okay. I mean, Mari is fighting with Schreiber, so that's Mari who burst through the door, right? Not Ren. Like, Ren is just like mopping somewhere in the like middle of the corridor. The whirl enraged through the corridors of the castle, turning everything to rubble in its wake. Yeah, Schreiber went like just full German. I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, if any of you is able to translate like his lines, that would be fine. That would be good. Probably nothing important in these lines, but yeah. No consciousness remained in Schreiber's mind. His ego had long since crumbled. He was no more than indiscriminate maelstrom of carnage now. And in the aid of the tornado, the most terrible of raging beasts stood he, or rather she. Okay. Oh right, they call Schreiber she now because his mind basically like Tripa uncovered like his past self, so he's like living in his past now basically, like having these memories out. Okay, makes sense. Because the true Schreiber from the past without like obscuring his memories is that crazy. Mari had sealed Ren's ego within his subconsciousness and was now the one controlling his body. Oh wait, hold! I said in the previous episode it sounds like Mari is using Ren like tool. Wait, she's literally controlling him. What the actual... what? And now one controlling his body. In a way, one could think of its malfunction of the Atner Bear, though it was nothing as simple or negative. She wished to protect him. She craved to save his soul, for the young man by the name of Ren Fuji had been an oddly irritating man. He held his tears when sad, remained steadfast when terrified. He was a paragon of endurance and mock bravado. He took everything on his shoulders, as if getting hurt and spilling blood was a part of his inborn duty. That was why Mari judged the current reality too much for him. Kasumi died, Shiro died, Ellie died, Rea Himura was missing. If all that came down upon him at the same time, he would doubtlessly break. He would blame himself and refuse to share the pain, falling apart from the inside. Mari would not have it. It was something she refused to let happen. After all, she too was to blame. So we're going to have Mari versus like all three commanders, like just Mari? Is that even like possible to even like... Okay. Mari remembered what Kei had told her. She did not stop Ren from going to Rea's place simply to avoid being. Though as the bothersome woman, it was the mere coincidence that the action led to Kasumi's death, but Mari couldn't just brush it off as the bad luck. Her self-absorbed ideas that her seat was right next to Ren only ended up bereaving the young man of his son. He didn't need Kasumi, he needed Mari, and what made her happy, conceit and envy, seems most grave. Okay. They manifested in the form of Kasumi's death. Regardless of the actual cause, that was what Mari thought. For not doing so would mean shifting the blame in the most dastardly of ways. That was her punishment. Worst possible outcome. The Hells Isaac prepared for his guests have been merciless. Most of them were already dead. As such, it was the role of Mari, the most sinful of them all, to turn the tables and vaporize the glad helm of despair. She vowed to expunge the darkness that robbed the young man of his son. In that sense, Mari currently possessed both the ultimate resolve and the acute mentality for battle. She was able to synchronize with her master to the level where she could forcefully invoke his very craving. Okay, this is getting like totally different way than the previous roads. In terms of activation stuff. But if like But in a sense it means that Ren will not be able to achieve 4th degree, right? Because if she's using his craving and his ego is like stopped because she stopped his ego and he's like not thinking, he's basically a tool right now, then he cannot like manifest anything else outside what he already had. So they will be unable to like actually emanate in this state. Her very essence had turned into the sharpened blade, and she had the skill to wield it. But she was the princess of the guillotine. No other soul in the universe decapitated more men than Mari. Still, none of her swings could reach their target. Yet, like I said, like Schreiber is still a problem. If we don't emanate, we cannot deal with Schreiber. Her technique had been supreme, her resolve unmatched. Her speed exceeded that of her Yetzirah degree by over 400 times. Her creation figment possessed the power to slow one's own time, resulting in incredible speed in the real world. To Mari's eyes, all existence appeared to froze in place, and yet she could not keep up with Schreiber. In a world that seems to have stopped in time completely, Dasha Knight had turned into a comet of inconceivable speed. Yeah, like, you can deal with Schreiber. Okay, whatever you say, Schreiber. You're probably talking something about your past. The sky trembled with explosion as the mad beast howled. That words would leave his lips now that his mind had been thoroughly consumed by madness and rage. Don't touch me, don't come any closer, begone, Grim Reaper, out of my sight, begone, don't touch me. Okay, so that's what he's saying, I guess. So that was the essence of it. Yeah, pretty much. Vulcan Schreiber avoided physical contact to an incomprehensible degree. His craving to never be touched or catch up to manifested in the form of ungodly speed. As such, his acceleration had no limits. 500 times 600, Mari had accelerated the speed that at the point was ludicrous to even try to imagine, and yet Schreiber was faster. That fact filled her with both terror and away. Why away? A blade could be sharpest one in the existence, and it still meant naught if it could not hit the target. Even Mari was unable to decapitate others without direct touch. It was the worst possible opponent for her. Yeah, pretty much. Like I say, like, this guy is like the biggest problem in the whole DS era outside of Reinhardt to fight with. As well as the worst possible situation. Both possess the power to accelerate without limits, yet one condition drew a lethal difference between the two. One could grow faster beyond any limit, the other could grow faster than anyone else. Yeah, kinda stalemate here. Even if Mari reached the speed of light, Schreiber still would be faster. For he would, in theory at least, accelerate to always be one step ahead. Marion's strength proved to be her undoing. It turns the Ashen Knight of Madness into the most powerful existence there ever was. Yeah, pretty much. Her swing cut through the afterimage of the beast again, and at the same time, she felt something explode in the vicinity of her temple. Yeah. Samuel and Makina are here. Also, how did Samuel hit that close to Mari when she's so fast? How did she even aim? Was that a kick, a fist, or an elbow? She had no way of discerning even that. But the bloody mist that now covered her vision had most likely originated from the both of them. Schreiber loathed being touched, yet he attacked with punches and kicks. The fact transcended the territory of the merely strange, plunging down into the realm of insane contradictions. Okay, maybe that was Schreiber attack. Never mind. He grasped his craving and fashioned his own world, all the while decimating its very rules. What was the meaning of this? Huh. I never thought about this, but now, yeah, like, I mean... Trifa kinda dig up the worst, like, images for him. So he probably want to erase himself, yeah? At this point, to not feel this anymore. He cried for a world where no one could touch him. It would fall apart the moment someone did. Which meant that Schreiber should have been exceedingly vulnerable in his mad dash. As the collapse of one's craving equaled death, logic dictated that the mere touch would put an end to the beast. However, the number of times he hit Mari had left his own limbs in ruins, spouting blood in all angles. Oh. So he just like keep attacking and like destroying his own craving, but he's keep going. And it's not like instantly killing him, he's just getting hurt more and more. Oh. Damn. He had forgotten even that. Thou had been wrecked to the degree that he refused to acknowledge even such an obvious contradiction. Oh! That's when he's not dying from the touch. Because he's not thinking about contradiction, he's just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, he's just like, okay. A touch should have broken him, a touch should have killed him, yet he was Einherjar of Nibelheim, the champion to the fallen who discovered endless carnage beyond the perceptible. His zeal refused to acknowledge the collapse of the world. It could contradict itself as many times as it wanted. He did not care. A devilish logic, absolute, palpable insanity. Even if his own arms were to break while pulverizing his foes, Schreiber would not take notice. No little collapse would occur, as the beast did not realize he had been touched. And with that, the laws of demonic magic would respond, healing his wounds in an ungodly speed. Oh, and he's healing instantly as well. Well, we are so fucked. In short, the more he killed, the stronger he would become. His craving being the evasion of physical contact, Schreiber did not exactly possess a robust body. In exchange, however, all those he killed and devoured would serve as fuel for regeneration. Oh. Under those circumstances, his state of absolute savage madness, Dashan Knight was almost immortal. His maddening bloodlust raged like a whirlwind. He was Tempest that transcended the very concept of speed. He was Hrodmir, the one who would devour heaven and earth alike in a single gulp. The more he killed, the stronger he became. In truth, he, having sown the seeds of destruction and regeneration in the seemingly infinite fashion, shattered exactly 105,731 souls behind that eye patch of his. Is also why we have like exact number. Is this important? His souls were a mix of warriors and powerless innocents, yet in terms of sheer number, he exceeded Eleanor and Makina threefold. Oh shit. His world record of murder would not be broken. And not now and not ever. Therefore... I love this Schreiber. He's giving me chills. Holy fuck. No matter how resolute Mari was in her conviction, no matter how courageously she held on, making the sun rise in the west would have been an easier task than defeating Schreiber in his present state. Yep. Although another unexpected impact sent Mari tumbling down to the ground. She jumped to her feet and steadied herself the next second. Looking around, she realized she was in the throne room. Yeah, hi. We're so fucked. Oh my god. Oh god, this is the worst possible scenario ever. That voice, that face, and the soul that seems like an abyss. Terror filled Mari's heart. Reinhard Heydrich. Rather than escaping from hell, she was plunged straight into its very core. That was the name of the child, if she remembered correctly. And it seems like there were no holes in his design. Saying Mari grind her teeth, Reinhardt furrowed his brows. He had made a graceful smile.
これは随分と貴重な形で再会となったものだな。いや、
I mean, you meet before, right? No one realized that Mari was the one who in control of Ren's body. Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah. Right now, her eyes of the eyes of gold saw through it all, betraying no surprise. Okay, let's see. He claimed it to be interesting, but it was unlikely he genuinely felt the thing. In the same fashion as Isaac, he too was being of distorted senses. Or could it be that his were merely worn out?
予想外とはいいものだ。それが基地であれ、未知であれ、悪くない。どうかな、この状況。カールは慌てているのかね？それとも笑っているのかね？
I mean, he's probably having hope that Mari can, like, emanate still. Kinda, you know? Maybe he's, like, thinking, oh, Mari can use Ren to emanate. Like, they don't need to have... She don't have to be his waifu. But if she can kill me, then yeah, sure. Like, do whatever you want, girl.
知りたいな。そして、K の株も見てみたい。
Okay, an explosion reverberated across the room. As Reinhardt turned around, returning to his throne, Schreiber entered the room through one of the walls. Yeah, great. He was not the only foe present in the room, though.
言った通りだ。加減など不要。楽しませろ。
Yeah, the thing is... I'm not sure, like, I know that Machina could keep up with Ren, but Ren was, like, not in his, like, proper third degree back then, right? So how Machina and Samuel are going to keep up with Mari? Like, realistically. Come on. Like, Schreiber is the only threat here for her at this point. I mean, yeah, Samuel can just, like, do third degree and just, like, trap them in the freaking barrel. But Mari can probably just run forever and never get hit, right? Or something. The same way they fight Schreiber every day? Huh. Maybe. And they keep... Okay. The Crimson Knightness of Rubedo and the Somber Knight of Nigredo had been silently standing by both sides of the throne. It seems like Mari would have to fight Battalion of 3, the strongest being in the whole castle all at once. And I will cut here. I'm going to cut here because this is going to be the new exciting thing. So this episode was mostly about Trifa having his weird wish. We learned about what Mari did, and the next episode is going to be some kind of like really extreme battle between like Mari and the 3 commanders. I have no idea how they're going to do this. I imagine like they fighting like Schreiber on daily basis without using their third degrees, so they are fast but they can keep up with each other. Because Schreiber third degree seems like they cannot touch him anyway, right? I mean, Samuel, okay, it's like paper, stone, scissors situation. So maybe Samuel is a threat to Mari because Samuel always hit, right? So she is the biggest threat outside of Schreiber for Mari at this point, I think. Probably. I wouldn't be that concerned about Machina, I would say, because Mari will always dodge his attacks. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you everyone for being with me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. So leave up a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, become a member if you would like to support me, and see the episodes earlier as well. Thank you once again, and for the Pocket Watch, it's going out.